when the provincial leader had identified that he is in support of the northern uranium development that Cameco has set forward. It is the nuclear fuel cycle. The nuclear fuel cycle means that there will be storage or reprocessing of nuclear waste. What we've noticed here in the community is that NUMO has come into the community 3 years ago and done a profile on all of us, asking us about health issues, economic growth, and so on. The package that was put together, we feel, has been delivered to Cameco at this point, and they show a vested interest to be able to move forward with the storage of the nuclear waste, and that's where we believe that they have come forward and financed the collaboration agreement. You're there? Okay. With that process in mind, it has removed the people's rights and freedoms to ask questions, speak out on the collaboration agreement. And what you have to remember at this point is when industry leaves this area, they will leave a burden for all generations to deal with health issues, environment issues, and the cost of cleanup.
And we have been left to decipher how business is done as a community by corporations and companies and economic development, sustainable, renewable, and yet maintain a lifestyle within my community. I've seen such a change. I've never seen it at this scale where families are divided. Brothers, parents, relatives, uncles, and for a company or a corporation to come in and say, we want to make a difference, and they pride itself in making a difference in our community. And I look at its fruits when it comes to environmental impact, safety, and the things that I hear from the workers for the last how many years. I got 2 brothers that worked there. I have 4 brothers that at one time worked at the mines. I hear stuff on a very personal scale, and this is what we hear, and yet to be able to process that information and say that they want to continue. What guarantee do we have that there's safety when things are happening in our community that are way beyond our capacity to understand and still have a community spirit? The dynamics of the community has changed, Pinehouse, that there is a scramble and there is a silence on talk of future that I've never known before like this. And this is from my own people, my own community. And it breaks that companies can come in and do this without adequate consultation at all levels. We are left out of the whole process. Just a bunch of information we're given. But what do we do with it when no one is listening?
Today, the elders are not respected. If we teach our young people about protecting and preserving and respecting the land, any one of us elders that go with that are not respected no more, because we are stopping something they don't want us to do. I used to work in a school as an elder. I did the best I could to inform the children about respect of the land. A lot of that was very important. They listened good. They asked questions. I did the best I could to answer them. But it was all about respect. Today, I'm past 70 years old. I have lost that respect from these people. that not everybody, but from the people that are trying to keep us quiet about respecting the land, preserving the land, protecting it, and whatever. I have been spending all summer putting signs up on the road, putting signs up with the load of say no to nuclear waste, no nuclear waste storage in Saskatchewan. This is my freedom of right. That's taken away from me because every time I put a sign, somebody from that area will go up over there and pull it down. I went through 5 signs already. I'm going on number 6 now.
What I would like to see the CNSC do is to protect the rights of our youth, because at the present time they're being bombarded by all the propaganda of the uranium industry. Cameco is in our schools, they're in our universities, our hospitals, our airports, sport and recreation facilities. They're everywhere. They come into our schools and do aptitude tests for jobs in the mine, and they make promises about good paying jobs and benefits. And while that might be true, the students aren't given all the facts about the radiation that they're going to be exposed to. You know, I've been working for almost 30 years. I have my degree in education and diploma in management, and some of these youth leave without even a grade 12, become laborers at the mine, and they come back with higher paying jobs than I've ever had. And why is that? Is it because they jump a plane and they go to the mine and work for a couple weeks? No, it's because they're facing risks. And those risks are health risks. But most of them don't even realize it. Most of them aren't even taught about those risks. The gestation period of ingested radiation can be up to 20 years. And these youth, they go to the mines, they'll only be in their mid-40s, and with the possibility of getting cancer. So is that fair? You know, our schools should be giving our youth every opportunity to investigate all of the facts, instead of letting Cameco come in and...
Water is sacred. Water is the element of life, and it sustains us. It keeps us alive. I've learned these teachings from our elders, and our elders, they say that it takes quite an amount of water to process this uranium, and that it sits in our tailings ponds and it leaks into our aquifers, our environment. So for the sake of our animals, our fish, our future generations, please save our water.
A long time ago, there was a woman who was a seer amongst our people. Her name was Gaiji, or Heart of the Barry branch. She told some prophecies which warned us. This warning is also for all of the businesses that want to make a living, that want to make technological gains at the expense of the nature. This warning is also extending into the future, because with the elements that they call uranium and that our elders call the black stone, will have some powers that no one can control. And those powers, once released, will bring a lot of sickness, a lot of death, a lot of destruction. That is a warning, and it has already impacted on us as people. And that warning is also for the whole world, because our people they know and understand the science of the natural world much more intimately than Western knowledge